welcome to Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse for CTN coverage of Cardinals girls basketball. Tonight, the Cardinals welcome the Mounds Mustangs. Joe Young and Howie Shapiro with you courtside. And Howie, this is the team. These are two teams that have met already once this season.
They did. They met up in the holiday tournament at the end of December, and the Mounds Mustangs won by 6 points, 53-47. And the Cardinals had a good battle in the half after falling behind 22-9 in the first quarter.
But tonight they've got them on their floor in front of their fans.
Absolutely, and that's always an advantage to have your fans behind you on your home court, no doubt about it.
Now the Mustangs are led by a very strong point guard.
Jill Podgorski is averaging a little over 11 points a game, but in the matchup they had earlier in the season, she scored 20. She runs this offense for the Mustangs.
And the Cardinals, of course, will rely heavily on their inside game.
Absolutely, led by Sarah Langfeld. In the game we did against Maple Grove, 12 points, 13 rebounds, and certainly that's the strength of the Cardinal game, is the inside scoring threat.
So we'll be seeing a little bit of shooting from the outside from both squads, I'm sure. Some good battles inside. The Mustangs come in with some size on their side as well.
Well, absolutely. One of the keys by the head coach, Amy Wellick, is that she wants to win the battle on the boards, and I think she'll have a tough time doing that against the Cardinals here tonight.
And Terry French and the Cardinals kind of in a little bit of a slump trying to break out.
Exactly. She had a little bit of problems with Cardinals with injury, but Kate Sadolka is starting, and Patty Browns is back coming off the bench tonight, which is a big help for the Cardinals.
Well, we'll see if that'll help them knock off the Mounds Mustangs. It's the Cardinals and the Mustangs right after this on CTN Sports.
Siggy, you didn't leave a light on anywhere, did you?
Maybe. So what?
So what? So what? That's a waste of energy! Now you know I am a mad scientist. When someone wastes energy, it really makes me mad.
Please don't waste energy. It's a positive solution that will reduce air pollution.
It was called the greatest generation any society has ever produced. They were ordinary people who half a century ago did nothing less than help save the world. Millions served in uniform, millions more served at home, and nearly 500,000 gave their lives. And yet there is no national memorial to honor their sacrifice. It is time to say thank you.
Call now and help build the National World War II Memorial.
The depth of this kid's preparation for this moment just runs so deep. There's no doubt in my mind he's very aware of the significance of this putt.
There it is, a win for the ages.
A father can change the world, one child at a time.
Gotta love that. Welcome back to Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse. Just seconds away from tip-off between the Mounds Mustangs and the Coon Rapids Cardinals. And the Cardinals looking for a little bit of revenge. And this is the lineup they will be facing to start the game. 6'3" Kim Johnson, the center. The forward is Libby Remmers. Lene Engel, Jill Podgorski, and Jessie Hayes make up a dangerous three-person backfield. The Cardinals will start out with Sarah Langfeld, Alina Olsen, and Sarah Walby up front. Carly Allen and Kate Stadolka in the backcourt. And Howie, Alina Olsen is someone we haven't seen start yet this season.
No, she's going to get the opportunity to start in place of Martha Paulson, who started the last game that we did. And we'll see what Alina can do. Doesn't have the height that Martha has, but has a nice shot from the outside.
So look at head coach Amy Wellick of the Mounds Mustangs, and of course Terry French of the Coon Rapids Cardinals in his 19th season.
We talked a little bit about Amy's game plan, and obviously she wants to hit the boards hard. They played the Cardinals earlier in the season in the tournament, as we talked about in the opening of the show. Went up 22-9 in the first quarter, and that was their best quarter of the year so far. As we see the officials, Rob Reese and Tim Layton. Actually, that's Rob Reese. The other was Tim Layton.
Sarah Walby bouncing at midcourt. She appears to be ready to get this game underway, and she will have her work cut out for her. As we mentioned, Kim Johnson with a bit of a height advantage. That's something Sarah doesn't see a lot of. And the tip-off doesn't affect her. Walby wins it right to Langfeld, and Carly Allen quickly into the front court for the Coon Rapids Cardinals. Olsen works it into Langfeld, back out to Olsen. And the Cardinals back up top for Carly Allen, want to reset the defense. Man-to-man defense for Mounds View. Now Kate Stadolka trying to set something up top. Alina Olsen left alone from three-point land, in and out. Rebound by Kim Johnson.
A good plan for Alina Olsen there. She had the good look at the basket, just was not able to get that one to fall.
Podgorski looking for a way around Allen. Works it inside for Johnson. Hook shot, no good. Rebound is tied up between Johnson and Langfeld.
Mustangs will keep possession of the ball as the arrow faces them. We're going to see now Cardinals want to play good defense. Obviously, they can't fall behind like they did the first meeting between these two teams.
This is Johnson again working against Olsen. Can't get his shot off. Now it's back out to Podgorski. Around to Jessie Hayes. Inside, worked to Remmers, and she knocks it down.
Nice inside pass to Remmers. She was left all alone under the basket.
Kate Stadolka into the front court. Watched by Lene Engel. Kate Stadolka back out for Carly Allen, who takes the three-point shot. No good. Kate Stadolka recovers the rebound. Her shot is no good. Rebound, Kim Johnson.
Now, right now, we've seen 3 shots taken by the Cardinals, and they've all been misses. The Cardinals need some of those to fall.
Driving and picking up the foul against Walby is Jill Podgorski.
Podgorski will go to the line. Remember,
she will shoot 2.
She's averaging a little over 11 points, but had a big game the first time against the Cardinals, scoring 20.
And the first one cleanly through the netting. And it's a 3-0 Mounds View lead, just over a minute and a half into this game. Podgorski knocks them both down.
I think what the Cardinals want to do here offensively, Joe, is they want to work it in underneath the basket. They want their post players to go towards the basket rather than away from it.
Kate Stadolka in some trouble, loses it. Taken away by Jessie Hayes. Podgorski across midcourt. Now inside for Remmers. Her shot is blocked. But Johnson puts it up and in.
A quick 6-0 lead for the Mustangs. Cardinals need to box out a little bit better on the boards, try and get that rebound.
Kate Stadolka is going to draw the foul, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. The foul called on Kim Johnson.
And we'll keep an eye on Kate. She got banged up a little bit in practice this week, but I think you can see a little bit of a brace on her ankle. We'll see what her performance is going to do here tonight. But Kate is a big part of this team, their leading scorer.
And she's got 1. Sarah Walby into the game.
Take a good look at that brace.
Out of the game. Martha Paulson on her way in for the Cardinals.
Brace on the ankle of Kate Stadolka.
Second one is a miss. Remmers the rebound.
The last game we did, Kate had a little tough time getting off her on scoring, so that's something that I'm sure she'll want to work on opening up in this game.
Podgorski loses the handle but recovers. Watched closely by Carly Allen. Allen got a hand in on it, but Podgorski gets it back, moves it to Jesse Hayes. Working the baseline, trying to go inside to Johnson. Steal by Sarah Langfeld. Kate Stadolka at the other end is going to draw another foul. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. This foul is on Jill Podgorski.
And that's a nice drive to the basket by Kate. It's too bad she couldn't get the bucket to fall. That would have been a nice 3-point opportunity for the Cardinals. But she will go to the line, get a chance to get a couple more here for Coon Rapids. And we're going to see a lot of, on defense for the Cardinals, we're going to see a lot of man-to-man tonight. Here's a look at that drive by Kate and the foul, but just couldn't get that to drop. She hits the second one.
She's 2 of 4 from the line, and that's all the Cardinals have scored almost 3 minutes into this game. 6-2, the Mustangs in control. Jill Podgorski into the front court, feeds it into Linnea Engel. Now around up top for Remmers. And they seem to be all about getting it inside to Kim Johnson. Podgorski up top, watched by Alina Olsen. Works to the right, not a lot there. Now feeds it down to Engel in the corner. And out to Kim Johnson at the top of the key. Her shot is no good. Rebound, Langfeld.
I think Kim took a few steps there on that play, but the referees did not see it.
Cardinals will retain possession.
You mentioned how they wanted to get the ball underneath to Kim Johnson at 6'3". Anytime you have a post player of that size, obviously you want to work the ball underneath. But I think you'll see a lot of kicking out to Podgorski. See if she can hit that open jumper.
Langfeld off the inbound, turns and fires, no good. Olsen, the rebound, goes up and over Johnson. It's in and out, no good. And the rebound is tied up.
I think on that play, Joelina needs to maybe bring that ball out. She had 2 defenders on her. Tough opportunity to try and get that one, although she almost did.
Cardinals keep the ball. Out to Kate Stadolka and Martha Paulson, rather, with the turnaround hook.
Nice feed on the inside to Martha.
Podgorski spinning to the lane, pumps, now shoots, no good. Rebound, Kim Johnson.
There's a travel.
Cardinals with good defensive pressure, and they trail by 2. We are at the midpoint of quarter number 1. Chrissy Anderson into the game to replace Alina Olsen. Stadolka will bring it across to the front court. Into Chrissy Anderson, watched by Jesse Hayes. Carly Allen looking to the middle. Now we'll move it up top. Kate Stadolka. Pass goes through the hands of Walby, or Paulson. I'll get it right.
Yeah, eventually you'll get it right.
It's one of those 3 tall ones.
Well, they have a lot of good tall post players. But the Cardinals offensively are being patient. They just have to, they continue to work that ball underneath, which is what I think Coach French wants them to do.
Engel moves it back out to Podgorski up top. Working off of a screen by Remmers. Finds some room. Takes the wild shot. It's out of bounds. Cardinals ball.
I think she was attempting a pass, but I'm not sure to who. Maybe maybe by our cameraman.
Or one of the Cardinal cheerleaders. Who knows? Kate Stadolka working with Chrissy Anderson in the backcourt. Now into Allen. She misses off the front end. Remmers the rebound. Remmers knocked away from her. Johnson recovers. Carly Allen with a beautiful one-handed steal. At the other end, she gets the bucket.
Good patience by the Cardinal defense. They're getting their hands in at beautiful play, knock away from Remmers, and Carly was able to take that one all the way to the hoop for the easy 2.
And a tie game at 6 apiece. Engel working her way in, drops it off for Johnson, swatted away from her. And the Cardinals will keep it. Martha Paulson, a great defensive play. And here's another look at Carly Allen's steal. Just a one-handed, left-handed grab. And she moved around Podgorski and took it all the way.
Great defense by the Cardinals.
Chrissy Anderson inside to Paulson. She loses the footing, loses the ball out of bounds, and Moundsville will get it back.
Oh, nice move to the basket by Martha. She just wasn't able to keep her footing. She had really the open look when she got into the middle, but just not able to stay up, balanced up for her to get that shot off.
Podgorski into the front court for Hayes. Up top for Lauren Peterson. And now Engel. Podgorski back into Engel. Back outside for the three-point shot, knocked down by Jessie Hayes.
Nice shot from long range for Jessie Hayes. It's going to put the Mustangs back up by 3. But good defense by the Cardinals. They're playing man-to-man.
Chrissy Anderson on the left side. Back up top for Kate Stadolka. Inside for Langfeld. Back out Stadolka. Pumps, makes a move, takes the shot, knocks it down.
Nice fake move by Kate. Draw her defender over, and she was able to get a good look at the basket.
Hayes back up top. Nice inside feed to Lene Engels.
Breakdown on defense for the Cardinals there.
Great feed from Podgorski.
Beautiful feed.
Paulson fakes, back out to Stadolka, gets it back, spins to the baseline, and knocks it down.
Martha Paulson's feeling it right now. Nice look to the basket.
She is 2 for 2 on the night. Under a minute to go, and Carly Allen's going to be called for the reach-in foul.
What the Cardinals are trying to do offensively is working for them, is obviously work it on the inside. Martha Paulson getting a couple good looks at the basket, and on that one previously where she lost her footing, she had a real good look at the inside there.
Alina Olsen and Sarah Walby back into the game. Kate Stadolka and Sarah Langfeld get a chance to get a little breather. Up top is Jessie Hayes. Moves it to Megan Cruz. Cross, the shot by Lene Engel. It's nothing but net.
One of the things that Coach French told me is that the Mustangs have a nice shot from the outside, and we're certainly seeing it here tonight.
Stolen on the inside by Lene Engel. She's on the racing, but fouled by Chrissy Anderson.
And I think that was a pretty good foul by Chrissy, because I think she would have had a good look at the basket had she not committed that foul.
13 seconds to go. Mounds View has the three-point lead and the ball in Cardinal territory. Outside to Megan Cruz. Up top for Lauren Peterson. And stolen by Carly Allen. She's on her way the other way, knocks it down.
Beautiful steal by Carly Allen. That was a big basket for the Cardinals as it just draws them down by a point, Joe.
So the Cardinals trail 13-12 after one. Stick around. We'll be right back with second quarter action after this. Coach Terry French and the Cardinals want to get back on track, but trail only by one as we get ready for the start of the second quarter.
Oh, certainly a difference in the first meeting, Joe, when the Cardinals were trailing 22-9. Certainly put together a good first quarter game here. And we're not going to see Patty Bredimus in the game. Patty's been injured, and this is her first game back.
Podgorski into the front court. And Carly Allen, another big steal. Back the other way, feeds Bredimus, who misses, but Allen gets the rebound. And now moves it to Bredimus up top. Nice steal by Jesse Hayes. And here come the Mustangs at the other end, not making the shot. Sarah Walby gets the rebound, but Remmers ties her up.
Good hustle by the Cardinals to get back on that play. And again, they're working their game. They're trying to get it underneath, with just a nice steal on the other end for the Mustangs would have really prevented a basket for the Cardinals.
Jesse Hayes supplying the backcourt pressure for the Mustangs. But the Cardinals working into Carly Allen. Now a little half-court trap going on. Alina Olsen in the corner. Back around up top, Patty Bredimus. Alina Olsen, Martha Paulson back to the opposite side for Carly Allen, and now Bredimus. Inside, Paulson will take the shot and knock it down.
Nice look at the basket by Martha. They played off her, and she had the opportunity to put it in, and she did.
She leads all scorers in the game with 6. She's hit 3 of 3 from the floor. Inside to Remmers. Turns, swatted by Walby. And here come the Cardinals. Carly Allen puts it down.
Big fast break basket for the Cardinals. They're playing their game.
The Cardinals on top, 16-13. Podgorski into the front court. Carly Allen on fire. Hayes. And they're going to call Martha Paulson for the foul.
That was, they called her as a reach-in foul, and I think Martha was.
It looked to me like Jesse Hayes called that foul.
Yeah, well, I think you're right. I think, and the referees listened to Jesse on that particular play.
Podgorski working against Allen. Moves it to Remmers. The outside shot is no good. Rebound by Patty Bredimus. This one's going to skip out of bounds. Mounds view ball. Patty Bredimus crashed a little hard into the bleachers, but she appears to be okay.
She's okay, and that's they're certainly getting Patty back today. They don't want to lose her again.
Both head coach Terry French and assistant Tara Tollefson immediately up off the bench as Patty went crashing into the bleachers.
When she first came down, she looked like she was hurt a little bit. But
Kate Stadolka now looking into the eyes of Lene Engel. Works it inside to Martha Paulson, working baseline, and she's still perfect from the floor.
And Martha's a force right now underneath the basket, and the Cardinals need to continue to work it in. As long as she's hitting that shot, she's playing well.
I think Martha Paulson really wants her starting position back. Podgorski's shot is way off. Rebound by Megan Cruz.
I was going to say, she's certainly playing like it now.
And that one off of Podgorski's hands, out of bounds, Cardinal ball. And Kim Johnson back into the ball game for the Mustangs.
Well, Joe, the Cardinals defensively are applying a lot of pressure to the Mustangs. They're really taking the Mustangs out of their game by continuing to constantly pressure them.
Patty Bredimus will carry it across midcourt. Working against Cruz, now over to Kate Stadolka. Stadolka gets a nice screen by Paulson, now up top. Inside to Walby, back out for Carly Allen. Carly Allen has it stripped.
They're going to call that on Patty, I think, stepping in front of the defender.
That's another tough call.
That is a tough call, but I think that she impeded that.
I would say that she had.
Or did they call it on Carly? I'm not sure who they called that on. Or did they not call the foul?
Nope, they did not call a foul. Blocked by Walby. Lene Engels is fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And that's another foul on Martha Paulson. And I think Martha's going to come out. Sarah Langfeld's going to come in, I believe, here at the next opportunity. That's Martha's second foul.
4:41 to go in the half. The Cardinals up by 5. And the first free throw from Lene Engel is no good. And here comes Sarah Langfeld, as you predicted. Martha Paulson will have a seat. She's got 8 points, but 2 fouls.
And that's too bad because Martha was hot from the field right now. It's tough for her to come out of the game at this point.
And Engel misses both. Kate Stadolka sneaks in and steals the rebound. Carly Allen into the front court. Podgorski out to watch her. Cardinals trying to work something in low. Kate Stadolka in the corner, working baseline. Now kicks it out to Walby. The open shot, she rattles it in.
Lax defense by the Mustangs. Walby was left all alone. They should have had a player on her. Nice pass into the center, and Walby hit that square up.
Podgorski working against Allen. Getting it inside to Kim Johnson, knocked away by Walby, stolen by Langfeld. Stolen back by Podgorski. And Johnson with it, she'll knock it down.
Quick hands there by the Mustangs to get that ball back. That's too bad because the Cardinals made a clean break on that.
Patty Bredema's shot no good. Carly Allen gets the rebound, her shot no good. Walby, rebound and the finish.
And there again, the post players are getting position on Mounds view, and they're getting the opportunity to get the second and third shots back up.
Podgorski works to the left side, watched by Carly Allen. Now up top for Megan Cruz. Back to Podgorski, looking for some way in, gets it to Engel. Her shot no good, Langfeld the rebound. It's tied up, and Moundsview will get possession.
We're gonna see Olsen and Anderson back in the game for Patty. No, not sure right now. They're calling a timeout.
With 3:10 to go, the Cardinals a 7-point lead, 22-15.
Well, Coach French certainly has to be happy with the way his squad is performing right now, up by 7. They're playing well on both ends of the court, Joe. And the post game is really important here. They're really taking this game over.
Well, the next time that we'll be joining you from the broadcast booth will be right here at Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse when the boys basketball team welcomes the Elks from Elk River.
Certainly a tough game every time.
So glad to see him back in uniform. It's the first time we've seen Chris the Cardinal in a while.
Of course, that's the name that we gave Chris.
That's right.
But yeah, it is good because obviously you can see he's interacting with the fans, gets everybody going, and that's good to see. One of the younger
future
fans.
Cardinal All-Stars.
The Worm.
The Worm. The Sprinkler.
The Sprinkler and the Worm.
The Sprinkler and the Worm. Wearing a cowboy hat. Back to action. Remmers off the inbounds is fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 2.
I think that's going to be on Langfeld. Got a hand on it.
And you're right. Her first foul.
Going to put Remmers, the leading scorer for the Mustangs, on the line as Libby makes a nice cut to the basket. So a little late getting over, and she's going to get her on the arm.
First one goes a little strong.
And we've talked about how important free throws are. You don't get this opportunity. Moundsview not hitting well from the line.
With that, they are 2 of 6.
And they've missed their last 4.
And Carly Allen comes up with the rebound. Almost stolen. Kate Stadolka gets control, finds some room. Her shot no good. Rebound, Jessie Hayes.
The Cardinals weren't able to get back on that play.
Engel loses control underneath. It's out of bounds.
They're going to give that to Moundsview.
But they're going to give it back to Moundsview.
I don't know. It looked like that went off a Moundsview player. But again,
all the way up top for Podgorski off the inbound. She's looking for some room, wants to go baseline, now finds it, pass to Engel. Back outside for Hayes, and now Engel. Shot no good, rebound Kate Stadolka quickly to Alina Olsen. And Chrissy Anderson, no good at the other end, the rebound out of bounds. Cardinals will keep the ball.
Well, that's certainly the way you break the press, by getting the pass in quickly. Chrissy Anderson couldn't convert the layup. But you're right, Joe. The Cardinals are going to retain possession of that as the ball went off a Mounds View player.
Chrissy Anderson to inbound under the Mounds View net. Carly Allen, quick fire off the inbound, no good. Alina Olsen gets the rebound and the foul.
Nice play by Alina. It was a little tough, though, putting the ball back on the court. They could have blocked it, but she was able to get it up and in.
Podgorski looking for some room, now dishes to Remmers. Remmers fakes a couple times, draws the foul on Sarah Langfeld. That'll be her second.
I think she got it right in the nose, but
Remmers will go to the line again to shoot two.
Well, Remmers missed her last two. We'll take another look at that as Remmers tries to go up for the shot.
Well, she fakes about 8 times.
I don't know. Looked like she got the ball and then her.
First one is no good.
0 for their last 5.
No,
one of called that, Joe.
I got a little excited.
You did get excited.
Carly Allen to Chrissy Anderson. Back to Allen. Into Langfeld. Puts it up, no good. Walby the rebound and the foul.
Nice rebound by Sarah Walby. She was able to fight the defender away to put that back up and in. And they call it travel on Mounds View.
And that is a big turnover as the Cardinals have increased their lead to 10. With 1:50 to go, second quarter. This second quarter has been all Coon Rapids.
Patty Bredemus will come back for Chrissy Anderson, come in the game. And I think what they have to do is continue to work that underneath.
And now Mounds View wants a timeout.
And probably a good timeout by the coach for Mounds View. Settle her squad down a little bit. Plan a little bit of a strategy here to how they can work it underneath the boards.
Look at the Coon Rapids staff and, of course, Mounds View. Not happy as the Cardinals have been on I think this was a 13-point run.
I think you're right. It was a 13-point run.
Well, stick around. If you can't, though, definitely join us Monday night live at 7:30 for CTN Sports Night. We'll have highlights, of course, of tonight's game and as many Cardinals athletics as we can possibly fit into a half an hour. And who knows?
It's the fastest half hour in cable television, I'll tell you that much.
No, we have no time for commercials.
None.
Carly Allen. Working against Podgorski. Alina Olsen up top. Thinks about it, now dribbles. Now gets it to Walby. Walby turns and shoots, no good. Rebound. Handled by Kim Johnson.
Well, they couldn't find the handle on that one.
Shot is knocked down by Lene Engel.
And Engel just basically turned and fired that, threw that one up, and it went in.
Alina Olsen on the left side, trying to work it inside. Now up top for Allen. Langfeld at the free throw line. Almost had it stolen by Podgorski from behind. Olsen works the baseline, kicks it out to Bredemus. Her shot no good. Rebound, Kim Johnson.
Well, Patty had a good look at the basket. She just wasn't able to convert on that play. A little too soft.
Podgorski fires the three, no good. Rebound, Langfeld.
Cardinals have the numbers.
Slapped away by Remmers, but the Cardinals will keep the ball.
Nice block by Libby Remmers as she comes across. Sarah Walby looked, probably felt she had the easy two on that play, Joe.
Bredemus gets it to Stadolka up top. Over to Carly Allen, left alone for the three, and she knocks it down.
You can't leave her alone like that. The defense really just didn't give her the respect that she deserves, and she hit that three.
Under 30 seconds to play in the half. The Cardinals lead 29-18. Lauren Peterson works it across for Lene Engel.
Now the Mustangs,
and Podgorski.
Mustangs would like to take the last shot here, Joe. Sorry about that.
It's all right. They're going to take the last shot. It's going to have to.
Great defense by the Cardinals.
We're getting down to it. Last shot, as you mentioned, from Lauren Peterson, far from good. So the Cardinals will go to the locker room leading by 11. Stick around. We'll be right back with halftime stats right after this. Gotta love that.
Introducing new frequent phone hours.
Use the phone just 8 hours a week and get this free phone cradle. Use it 12 hours and get a speakerphone.
Use it 15 hours and get this cool headset.
Or stay on the phone 20 hours a week
And get a pasty complexion.
flabby body, and a great new nickname at school.
Exercised lately?
Save a place for me. Save a space for me. In your heart. In your heart.
Every year, the United Negro College Fund helps thousands of students go to college. But for everyone we help, there's one we can't. Please support the United Negro College Fund. A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Excuse me. I'm in love. Hey, kid. My friend wants to know if that girl will go out with him. Pass it down.
Hey, Grandma, ask the girl on the end if she wants to go out with this loner.
The young man wants to know if the girl over there is a donor.
Somebody wants to know if you're an organ and tissue donor.
Yes.
Hey, me too.
Are you a donor? Make sure your family knows your decision so there's no question later.
Welcome back to Roger E. Carlson. The second half just underway. But Gorski moves it ahead to Lene Engel. And inside to Remmers, fakes and shoots. She's fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot two. Walby picks up her second.
One thing that about Remmers is that she really does well backing down towards the basket. The Cardinal players have to obviously be aware of that and not continue to foul. So far tonight, though, Libya has been cold from the line, and maybe that's their strategy.
And she continues to be cold. 1 of 5 from the line. And that's part of 3 of 9 from the line for the team. And she knocks down number 2.
Now, if that trend continues for the Mustangs, you know what they're going to do in practice.
Big steal by Lene Engel. And she is fouled at the other end by Carly Allen.
Now that certainly looked like a little bit of offensive foul to me. I couldn't tell exactly. It's a tough one to call, but she looked like she was pushed with her body.
Lene Engel has also been cold from the line. She is 0 for 2 so far. This one she hits. And she hits them both.
Mustangs are not going to any kind of a press.
Stadolka working against Engel. Moves it to Alina Olsen. Carly Allen misses it. And the over and back.
Carly wasn't able to get control before that ball went over the center line.
And Terry French will take a timeout. Well, now let's take a look. Carly Allen, a big factor in that first half, really got the Cardinals off and running. They dominated in the second half. A big factor, of course, is the shooting percentage. The Mustangs only 37%. Also, only 3 from 8 from the line. And rebounds is another big factor. The Cardinals, yeah, they're on top by 5 at the half, but they out-rebounded the Mustangs 12-4 in the second quarter.
Absolutely, and that is their game. Their game is to do well underneath the basket and play well defensively. In that first half, exactly what the Cardinals have done.
Podgorski finding some room, dishes to Hayes, and back around to Remmers up top. Remmers dishes out to Engel, and Carly Allen knocks away the pass, but Podgorski recovers. Nice pick and roll to Remmers, but her shot is no good. Langfeld the rebound, and Walby will keep it. Now Stadolka fouled at the other end. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Kate felt that she wanted to get that one to drop. Obviously not happy with the fact that it didn't, but a nice pass by Carly into Kate to get that opportunity at the basket.
Kate has taken all 4 of the Cardinals' free throws so far in tonight's game. She's 2 for 4 from the charity stripe. Make that 2 for 5.
We talk about free throws again. Got to try and make. You got to be able to make those.
Neither team doing well from the line tonight.
Gets a second.
Still only 50%. Hayes inbounds to Podgorski. Carly Allen watches her all the way from the backcourt and almost steals it, but Johnson recovers. Now Remmers on the side. No good, gets a rebound and her foul.
A steal there. Bad pass, but the Cardinals are going to be able to rebound that. Lead is at 7 for Coon Rapids.
Kate Stadolka up top, working against Engel. Now stolen by Remmers. Engel on the baseline, kicks it back out for Podgorski. Big block by Carly Allen on the three-point attempt. Now Engel up top for Remmers. Back to Engel, working on Stadolka, tries to get it inside, no good. And Sarah Langfeld will be called for the travel.
That's going to give the Mustangs the ball. One thing I noticed, Joe, down here in the defensive end, Jessie Hayes, Alina Olsen tried to go for the pass. She grabbed a hold of her jersey to impede her step to the ball, and the referees did not see that. And I think that's something that hopefully that maybe Coach French saw. See if Jessie Hayes tries to get away with that again.
Three-point attempt from Podgorski, no good. Rebound by Hayes. And that's going to be an over and back foul against Mounds View. Over and back violation.
There you go.
Don't want to.
Got to get the lingo down. But you know that's something that the Cardinals need here is to get that turnover because the Mustangs are trying to inch back into this ball game.
Patty Bredemus will draw the reach-in foul against Hayes.
Now, at least you didn't grab the jersey on that. It's 2 team fouls apiece for both squads. Remmers is going to come out and take a seat on the bench.
Carly Allen back to Langfeld, now Walby up top. Allen, the three-point attempt, no good. Rebound to Lauren Peterson. Other end, Engel back out to Johnson. Her shot no good. Rebound, Alina Olsen.
Nice pass by Patty Bredemus. Beautiful play by Carly Allen to get wide open in for the easy bucket. I think the Cardinals are getting a little bit away from their inside game, and that's something that they did so well in the first half. They have to continue to try and do that as this half progresses.
Hayes into Johnson, and she knocks this one down. Patty Bredemus works it into Carly Allen in the front court. Inside to Walby. Back out to Carly Allen, and she walks.
Lost the handle on that ball.
Pass is a little bit high. Tough to get a control of, and Carly Allen called for steps. Both her and Walby will have a seat. Good chance to take a little breather.
Stadolka and Martha Paulson will come back, check back into the lineup for the Cardinals. Martha was hot in that first half underneath the boards. Let's see what she can do here.
Podgorski finds a way to shoot. It's no good. Rebound by Lauren Peterson. She knocks it down from outside.
They got to put a player outside. They cannot let them take that open shot from outside the basket. Lead is now 5.
Inside, Paulson rather, is fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That's going to be on Jessie Hayes, number 50. No, I'm sorry. They call that on Johnson.
Her second.
I think this is Martha's first opportunity at the line, Joe. I believe so.
First one is a little bit off. And the second one gets the roll.
It's going to push the lead back to 6 for the Cardinals.
Midway through quarter number 3. Peterson working to the baseline. Now runs into a trio of Cardinals. Kate Stadolka will come away with the steal.
Not a good pass by Martha. Oh.
Patty Bredemus comes away with it. She's swatted from behind. Langfeld keeps control. The Cardinal bench wanted a foul, but they're not going to get it. Kate Stadolka.
Well, they have to settle down and get back into their game.
Lena Olson inside to Paulson.
Now that's on Jessie Hayes. The one thing about that is Martha should not put the ball on the floor. She gets an opportunity for some other players to get their hands in and knock it away. Fortunately for Martha, she was fouled.
4th foul on the Mustangs so far in this second half. Patty Bredemus with a beautiful screen by Paulson, but the shot doesn't go. Engel gets the rebound.
Nice
and
steal.
Carly Allen with another big steal. Kicks it out to Bredemus. Back up top for Kate Stadolka. And she will slow things down a bit. Carly Allen on the left side. Finds some room, takes the shot, no good. Paulson the rebound. Her shot is blocked, she gets it back, and she is fouled.
I think Martha was fouled on that first play, but the referees didn't call it. I think if she was attempting to go up, she got a little bit of the body. I think that was...
Libby Remmers picks up the foul.
Libby Remmers on that.
And Paulson is back to the line to shoot 2. 1 of 2 so far tonight.
These are important free throws right here for Coon Rapids.
And as you heard, the net.
Nothing but net.
Swish.
I like the sound of that.
Especially when it's at Cardinals' end.
Yes, I do. Gotta like it.
Paulson with 10 points off the bench tonight. Second one is no good. Stadolka tips the rebound out. Podgorski comes up with it way back. Takes the shot, no good. Rebound by Peterson, and she's fouled.
That's a tough foul. It sounded like ball to me.
Sounded like a lot of ball from over here.
It certainly did.
But hey.
We're not calling the game, are we, Jeff?
I don't think so.
At least not there on the court.
Peterson hits the first. And hits them both. Well, Patty Bredemus.
Mustangs are doing well at the free throw line here in the second half.
A lot of pressure from Podgorski, but she gets it into Paulson. The pass is away from Langfeld, out of bounds. And now the Mustangs have a chance to cut the lead under 5.
Now, certainly the Cardinals need to get their offense back going. They were as well as they're playing in the first half. They're not playing offensively well this year in the second half.
This is Lauren Peterson. Back up top. Pass gets away from Cruz. Stolen by Allen, and she'll lay it in.
Nice defensive move by Carly Allen. She anticipated the pass, able to step in front of it.
Her 6th steal of the ball game. Podgorski hard to the hole and picks up her first field goal.
Nice move by Podgorski to get to the bucket. She's right through the defense.
And now she is the defense.
Podgorski really was a reach in there and they're right in front of the referee and certainly did not call it. Coach French saw the play. Walby checks back in for the Cardinals.
Carly Allen into the front court, watched by Peterson. Now Stadolka on the left side. Inside to Langfeld, back out, back in. Langfeld kicks it back out to Allen. The long two-pointer will not fall. Stadolka rips away the rebound. But the Mustangs will come away with the steal.
Good pressure by
Podgorski. Now Langfeld gets the steal. It's going to go out of bounds, but the Cardinals will keep it.
Well, I was hoping the referee saw that my way, the way I saw that, because I thought for a second he was going to maybe call it white ball. It definitely went off the Mounds View play.
Carly Allen in the backcourt. The Cardinals really need to slow down. Carly Allen finds some room, now kicks out to Kate Stadolka. And with both Kim Johnson and Libby Remmers on the bench, the Cardinals should be a very dominant force down low, but that's not the case. Lene Engel comes away with the steal.
Turnovers kill a team, and the Cardinals can't afford to keep turning the ball over like this.
Under a minute to play in the third quarter. Taking the shot is Lauren Peterson. It's no good. It goes out of bounds to the Cardinals.
Mustangs are going to keep the ball.
Not quite sure how that happened. But Peterson works to the lane, puts it up and in.
Nice move by Peterson to get open in the middle.
She felt she was working against Bredemus, had a little bit of a height advantage.
Yes, she did.
Under 30 seconds to go in the half, or in the third quarter rather. Kate Stadolka working on the right side. Back up top for Bredemus and around to Allen.
Cardinals need to hold for the last shot. That's exactly what they're doing.
Down to 10 seconds. Inside to Walby. She'll take the shot. No good. Rebound. It's taken by Jenny Rapp. And the long. Oh my God! Unbelievable. Lauren Peterson knocks down the half quarter.
Talk about throwing a prayer. It's going to tie the score at 36, and that certainly is a momentum giver to Mounds View, throwing that up from behind half court. Now, Coach French certainly can't be happy with the way that the Cardinals are playing. We'll take another look at that as she just throws it up. With a tenth of a second left, and that ball goes in. Incredible. Strategy for the Cardinals now is they've gotten away from their inside game, Joe. They need to get back. And we really haven't seen Langfeld, Walby, and Paulson on the court. Maybe that's something they need to go with and try and take advantage of the fact that they've got those big post players. Because when they played the post game in the first half, they dominated against Mounds View. Coach French stressing defense. Can't give him that outside shot as well. Now, nothing you can do about a shot from over half court, but certainly that the Cardinals need to play tough defense, and I think they need offensively. They have to get it in the middle. Coach Wellick certainly has to be pleased with the way her Mustang team is playing, down the way they were at halftime. Fought back here now, a tie game here at the end of 3.
Walby is going to be called for the foul.
Coach French telling Sarah to move her feet.
Shot is No good for Jenny Rapp. Foul on the rebound. Will go against Carly Allen, her third.
I don't understand that call.
She doesn't either.
Yeah, I don't at all.
Hayes gets it into Podgorski in the corner. Looking for some room, finds it, shot straight up in the air, recovered by Walby.
Nice defense.
Carly Allen to Martha Paulson, she knocks it down.
Martha was hot early. Maybe you just got to see if Martha can get the hot hand again. She gets open for a quick, short two-pointer.
Hayes in the corner, around to Engel, inside, in and out of the hands of Jenny Rapp, and it's the Cardinal ball.
Now Cardinals now again need to take advantage of the turnovers. We're going to see a press by the Mustangs.
And still looking at a Mounds View defense that is without their two big players, Kim Johnson and Libby Remmers, inside. Martha Paulson off the inbound.
Got to have help on that.
Kate Stadolka to Sarah Walby all alone underneath. She misses the basket, but she gets the foul against Podgorski.
And that's too bad because Sarah really had the open look at the basket. She needed that ball to fall, and she's a little unhappy with herself, as she should be, because you've got a player coming down you've got the height advantage over, and Jill Podgorski is probably the shortest player on the Mounds View team.
At 5'4", that only gives her, what, a 9-inch advantage? She knocks down the first of two.
Both of these free throws are big. She hits them both. That'll push the lead to 4 for Coon Rapids after the Mustangs came back and tied it.
With just the unbelievable prayer.
She hits them both.
Walby has 8. This is Megan Cruz across midcourt, watched by Patty Bredemus. And in and out of the hands of Podgorski, and Cardinal ball again.
2 consecutive turnovers on 2 times down the court for Mounds View. Coach Wellick certainly can't be happy with that.
Carly Allen with a nice crossover dribble, finds some room, now kicks it over to Kate Stadolka, back to Carly Allen.
That's smart, hold the ball, set up something offensively. Looking underneath, trying to work the ball in the middle.
Allen leads all scorers in the game with 13. Tipped away for Martha Paulson and out of bounds. And they're going to say that
that is a horrible call.
And Coach Terry French thinks so too.
I don't understand that. We'll take another look at it, but that was clearly out. No, oh.
Now that one.
It was totally knocked away from her.
Remmers turns in the lane, no good. Walby the rebound. And Remmers picks up the foul.
What is that, number 3 or 4 for her, Joe? I think that's 3 fouls for Libby.
Second.
2, I'm sorry. Well, the Cardinals got what they deserved on that play, because that was definitely not a turnover on them, that last play down. That's going to put Sarah Walby back at the line. Again,
shooting the 1-and-1.
2 important free throws.
She knocks down the first and will earn a second.
Carly Allen looking over, wondering how many fouls she has on her.
She has 3. And Walby hits them both.
And those are big.
And she'll come out of the game. Langfeld in. With that, Walby into double figures with 10.
You had wondered why Johnson was out of the game, and she's just coming back from an injury, so we haven't seen too much of her.
And Podgorski again in and out of her hands, and a turnover to the Cardinals.
The comment from Jill Podgorski was, "Oh my God, she can't believe that."
Inbound to Carly Allen. She breaks the press with her speed into the front court and resets to Kate Stadolka. Cardinals on top, 42-36. Just over 6 minutes to go in the game. Kate Stadolka on the left wing. Back up top for Carly Allen. The three-pointer is no good. Rebound, Alina Olsen, and she is fouled. Kate Stadolka She played so big in there, I had no idea it was her.
And that's going to be another foul on Libby Remmers. A push from behind. Again, 2 more free throws. Well, 1 and 1, sorry about that. But with the lead at 6, if she can hit both of these, push it back to 8.
Struggling from the line at 3 of 6 so far tonight. She hits this one, she'll earn another.
Right about 6 minutes left in this contest. Cardinals looking to push the lead to 8.
No good. The rebound by Paulson, and she knocks it down.
Now that's a huge rebound, and a bigger rebound than that's a bucket. Martha Paulson really playing well here tonight.
3-point on the way from Hayes, no good. Allen the rebound. Allen slows it down, now drives. And it's stolen by Lauren Peterson. Hayes the other direction, loses the handle. And she's caught. Carly Allen called for the foul.
That's number 4 on Carly.
I don't think she's arguing this one.
Oh, she's not arguing this one. That was a foul, and we're going to see
a legitimate one.
Yeah, we're going to see Alina Olsen come back in the game for Carly. Carly gets a nice hand coming off and sitting over on the bench, but the Cardinal offense, and now they're up by 9. Cardinal offense being up by 9, certainly they need to continue to set up their play.
Kim Johnson inside, knocked away by Stadolka, but she will pick up the foul.
And a smart foul by Kate because Johnson was going up for the 2.
Cardinals' 7th foul in the second half. Second foul on Kate Stadolka.
And Johnson had a clear look at the basket there, so smart by Kate.
And Johnson misses. Cardinals have rebuilt the lead to 9, now down to 8. That is the first point in this 4th quarter for the Mustangs. Alina Olsen to Patty Bredeman. Up top, watched by Lauren Peterson. Up top, Olsen loses control. Hayes battling for it. It's still rolling. Bredemus will get it back. Tied up for the jump ball. Cardinals will regain possession.
Nice hustle by Patty to get that ball back. But the Mustangs are continuing. They looked like they were going to continue to press. They're going to do about a little more than half-court press, but they're into a man.
Lena Olsen's shot is no good. Rebound Langfeld, no good. Rebound Remmers.
I believe there was a...
So they're going to call Langfeld, so that shot doesn't count.
That's a pushing foul.
No.
That's a pushing foul on, I think he called 40, but I think he meant 30. I think he meant Sarah Langfeld.
And that's going to be her 3rd foul. One of one, no good. Rebound, Kim Johnson. Her shot, no good. Alina Olsen, the rebound. She loses it out of bounds.
Okay, now, I don't understand that. Jessie Hayes was all over her. They did not call the foul there. It befuddles me. I don't understand that. It befuddles me.
Peterson working it into Remmers. Looking for some room. Fouled by Langfeld.
You know,
her 4th.
Joe, usually it's you that have a problem with the referees. But you know what? Tonight it's me. I think they're making some very poor calls. They called it on Kate Stadolka on this one, but
They called it on Langfeld.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Her 4th.
That's
she
her
comes
4th.
out of the game.
That's tough.
Remmers at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. And she hits the first.
Cuts the lead to 7.
4.5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Remmers misses the first one off the front rim. Johnson gets the hustle rebound.
Well, the Cardinals should not let her get that rebound.
Inside to Johnson, she knocks it down.
Cuts the lead to 5.
Kate Stadolka working against tough backcourt pressure. Into the front court for Patty Bredemus, watched by Peterson up top. Steal by Lene Engel. Dishes it. Where was the walk?
Where was the carry? She carried the carry or the walk on that play.
She took a walk in Central Park, baby. Three-pointer knocked down for Lauren Peterson.
They need a timeout right now.
Patty Bredemus into the front court. Martha Paulson. Back to Bredemus. And the Cardinals want a timeout. Coach French getting that in there as their lead has dwindled to 2.
Well, you know, on that last play down, you called the walk, I called the carry. It could have been called either way.
Pack a picnic lunch, because there was a stroll to be taken.
We take a look at our upcoming games for the girls team. They're going to travel to Elk River. Then they come back here and play Champlin Park, always a tough matchup. And then they go to Blaine, another tough matchup.
The Cardinals started this fourth quarter with a 9-point run to take the 9-point lead at 45-36. Then they turn around and Mounds View goes on a 7-point run to close it back to 2 points, 45-43, the score with 3:31 remaining in the fourth quarter. As you take a look at the wall of players, both boys and girls represented on the wall at Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse. The guys got the jerseys, the girls got the balls. They're all up there. And there's even a wrestling banner as well.
I like it. All right, with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game, the Cardinals holding a very slim, very shaky 2-point lead. They really have to go back to their game. They've really gotten away from it after that 9-point run. They obviously let Mounds View get back into it with their 7-point run. I just think they have to play their smart game.
Carly Allen to Alina Olsen, thinks about the shot, backs off Engel, now up to Stadolka. Back out to Alina Olsen. Inside to Paulson. Nice look to Walby. She can't get it to fall. The rebound by Remmers.
Now, it's too bad they could not get that to fall because she had to look at the basket.
Oh, and that is not good. Kate Stadolka has the whistle blown because she is hopping on that right foot. The ankle that is in the brace, the one that she has had problems with, and she seems to be in a whole lot of pain.
I think she turned that a little bit as she was coming down court, and that is huge because she's just coming back, have the opportunity to play. She's their leading scorer so far this season. She's going to turn that ankle.
The right ankle. Oh, that's not as bad as Lisa Juth, but which we saw a couple weeks ago, but certainly not something you want to do on an ankle that's already injured, and she is in a lot of pain.
Yeah, she really is.
We hope the best for her, and the Cardinals certainly could use her at this point in the ball game. 3 minutes to go, leading by only 2.
Yeah, she's in an incredible amount of pain, and that's something obviously you don't want to see.
Mounds View back in, Podgorski up top, watched by Carly Allen. She moves left to right. Now back up top for Kim Johnson. She'll take the shot from the free throw line, and she knocks it down. She's got 10.
That's going to tie the game.
She's got 11. Paulson kicks it out to Olsen. Plenty of time. Shot not there. Rebound by Podgorski.
Tough shot by Alina. She looked like she had it squared up. She just couldn't get it to fall.
Now with a tie game, Mounds View on the attack. Outside to Engel, back, little give and go, but no good for Kim Johnson. Rebound, Sarah Walby. Alina Olsen to Chrissy Anderson on the wing. Back out up top, Carly Allen, as we're under 2 minutes to go. Alina Olsen driving to the baseline. Walby misses, but gets her own rebound. It's tied up, and Mounds View will keep the ball.
Well, they just couldn't get the ball off in time, and obviously the Mustang defenders smartly got their hands in on the ball with the possession arrow in their favor. That's going to give them the opportunity with the minute 43 left and the score tied to see what they can do to take the lead. Mounds View's going to take a timeout
for the Mustangs. Tie game, 1:37 remaining on the clock. The Cardinals have not scored in a couple of minutes. Now it's a 9-point run for Mounds View. And this has been a very interesting game. Mounds View jumped out early in the first quarter. The Cardinals battled back to take a nice lead. And then Mounds View battled back and tied it with a buzzer beater prayer from the half mid-court line to end the third to tie the game. Starting the fourth, the Cardinals go on a 9-point run. Then Mounds View goes on a 9-point run, and we're tied again with 1:37 to go. And of course, we'll have all of the highlights of tonight's game Monday on Sports Night live at 7:30. And of course, we'll have highlights from as many possible Coon Rapids athletics as we possibly can. That was a little redundant. But you saw that Kate Stadolka over there, still in a lot of pain. Kim Johnson inside to Remmers, and she's fouled. Sarah Langfeld is going to pick up the foul. That will be her fifth, and she is done.
Yep. Is she? Yep, Martha's gonna have to go in.
So Martha Paulson back into the game. Another look, Remmers inside. Yeah, he might call that.
I would think that was foul. Now, I'll tell you what, Cardinals, if she misses the shot, they must box out. No need for that.
Remmers is 4 of 9 from the line tonight. Make it 5 of 10. Carly Allen watching against a full court trap, but she beats it into the front court. Patty Bredemus on the right side. Nice pick by Paulson, a little pick and roll. Paulson's shot is in.
Beautiful pick and roll. And that's what they have to do. They have to find the opening for Martha Paulson, because when she's got the look at the basket tonight, she's been successful.
1 minute to go, tie game. 47 apiece. Kim Johnson into Remmers. The pass is too high, and the Cardinals have the ball.
If I were the Cardinals, I think what the Mustangs do, they're going to obviously pressure Coon Rapids. But if you can hold for a good look at the basket, that would be the alternative. That's what I would be doing right now.
Carly Allen outruns the press. And up top to Patty Bredemus. Back to Carly Allen. The three-pointer is good.
That was a huge three-pointer by Carly Allen.
She's hit 2 tonight, and both came at big times. 30 seconds to go. Three-pointer from Bardgorski is nowhere near. Carly Allen gets the rebound and is fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1.
Oh, that was big. That was big. She had a great spot look at the basket, hit that three, nothing but net. Give the Cardinals a 3-point lead, and they get a.
To be honest, I can't believe Bardgorski took that shot.
Well, I can't.
she was just wide open.
She was wide open. She
and
spotted
a good
up.
foot and a half behind the line, and she hit nothing but net.
Nothing but net
Thing,
from
the nylon tickler.
Downtown.
Snapping it.
I like it. And that's exactly what they needed.
Cutting rope.
Want to get a few more cliches in there?
I might come up with some more.
I'm sure you will.
But that's huge. Carly Allen is 2 for 5 from behind the arc tonight. And the two have come at big times.
Huge times. I mean, it couldn't have been a bigger time for them.
As a matter of fact, I think both have come when it was tied.
Okay. I'll buy that.
How big is that?
It couldn't get any bigger
She
than
is
that.
a big-time player. She's got 16 points, 6 steals, and 5 rebounds. Now watch Podgorski's shot. She didn't take much time. She's 4.5 feet behind the arc.
Yeah, and certainly that Coach
And
Willick,
she overshot, though, and then Carly Allen hustles for the rebound.
And
She just found the position, got there, and then had the presence of mind to get off the ball, dribble it, so that she didn't travel and pick up a foul. She's at the line to shoot the 1-and-1.
no, she's going to, she is going to shoot the 1-1. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong side of the board. And these are big free throws, because obviously this will ice the game for them.
And it's no good. Johnson comes up with the rebound. Podgorski looking for some room. Remmers will take the three-pointer. Carly Allen gets the block.
And that was a big block. Carly Allen has really taken over this game. The three-pointer, the
Carly
hustle.
Allen has purely been the inspiration. In the first half when they were down, Carly Allen came up with some big steals and some big buckets. Now in the second half, she comes up with the very big buckets. And watch this. Remmers, the leading scorer for Mounds View, gets it. She looks to be wide open. Carly Allen comes flying out of nowhere and gets just enough ball to knock it out of bounds. The Mustangs will retain possession with 11.5 seconds on the clock, but Carly Allen, for the moment, has preserved victory for the Cardinals.
And what the Mustangs going to do, obviously, they're going to have to get the open look for the three, because with 11.5 seconds left, unless they get a quick one underneath and try for the turnover, they're going to lose this game.
Kate Stadolka watching with intensity, cheering her teammates on as they try to protect the three-point lead.
Well, certainly, you know, a victory for the Cardinals makes that injury hurt just a little bit less.
Not a whole lot less.
No, a little. I said a little bit less.
Podgorski into Remmers, up top for Engel. Podgorski in the corner for three, no good. Johnson gets the rebound, kicks it back out. Hayes for three, no good. Rebound, Martha Paulson.
And that's the game.
A tight one at Roger E. Carlson, but the Cardinals pull it out. Stick around, we'll have postgame right after this.
As the American military gets smaller, who will be there to answer the call? They will. They're the National Guard and Reserve, and they make up half of today's military forces. As an employer, you may be asked to support their mission. Remember, their response depends on yours.
Did you do your homework? No. You want to copy mine? No, I'll do it at lunch.
Took the test this morning. Do you want the answers?
Nah, I handle it.
Nah, it's okay. I don't need it.
Do the work, take the test, make the call yourself. Listen to the ref in your head. Cheating is a personal foul.
Do you know how to escape a fire? Well, would you believe you could learn the answer from a baby?
If you get caught in a fire, here's what you should know. Get down on your knees and you remember, please, to keep your body low. You just got to fall
What's wrong, Mrs. Jenkins? Come on, you can tell me.
Well, there's no funding for the new reading program, and I've tried everything and nothing works. It's not fair. Nobody ever gives me funding.
When adults run out of ideas, they can feel as frustrated as kids. ConnectForKids.org has thousands of resources for helping kids in your community.
Mrs. Jenkins, holding your breath is not going to get you any more funding.
ConnectForKids.org, guidance for grown-ups.
Welcome back to Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse. The Cardinals pull out a nail-biter tonight, 50-47 over the Mounds View Mustangs. And standing with me are a couple of the big reasons. On my left is Martha Paulson. On my right, Carly Allen. And Carly, we'll start with you. You really came out as the big player tonight. You hit the big three-pointer. Got to know how did it feel as it went up?
Well, when I shot it, I mean, I didn't shoot very well before that, but when I shot, I was like, you know, we need it. I usually can pull it off during, you know, pressure situations, and I did. So I'm happy it just went in.
Now, you ended up shooting 2 of 5 from beyond the arc. Both three-pointers came when, I believe, during tie games and were big baskets. Why is that?
I have no idea. I don't know. I guess I play better under pressure.
Now, speaking of under pressure, when you were trailing early in the first half, it was you that really became the spark. You came up with a couple big steals and converted them into baskets, turned the team around. You go into half with a lead. How important was it for you guys to get the lead in the first half?
Well, the first time we played them, I think we were down like 22-9 in the first quarter. So we knew it was big to come out and, you know, try to get in the lead, and we did. And from there, it was just how we can play in the second half.
Now, how does this help your team as far as confidence starting to break out of the slump?
Oh, we totally needed it. You know, we gone through this whole week of practice. We didn't have a game Tuesday, so it made practice longer, and we just really needed it. I mean, we're 0-2 in the conference, but we're gonna come back and try to turn things around.
All right, well, we'll switch sides, talk a little bit about Martha Paulson. Huge day off the bench, 16 points on, I think it was something like 7 of 9 from the field. What was going on underneath for you?
It was just a lot of banging around, and we were really concentrating hard this week in practice on making our shots underneath, and that's what we had to do today is come out and make our shots.
Now, you did not get the start tonight, Alina Olsen getting the start over you. Was that a bit of a motivational factor?
No, it's just kind of a team thing. Every other game where I can have an off game, she can have an off game. It just doesn't matter. Whoever plays better gets the start, and she did it during the week of practice, so she got the start.
So what do you think about the road ahead?
I think playing Elk River, that'll be another game where we have to come out and play really hard, and it's just going to be one where another down-to-the-wire game where we just got to play hard and make our free throws at the end, make those little shots. Everything counts.
Now, talk about a down-to-the-end game. This one, end of the third quarter, the Mustangs get a prayer three-pointer from mid-court at the buzzer, and then in the fourth quarter, you start out with a 9-point run. They come back with a 9-point run to tie. You battle back and forth. What were the nerves like towards the end of the fourth quarter?
Oh, it was just concentrating and just keeping the team settled down. That was a big thing, just making sure we all settle down and just run what we know how to run and just run it well.
And how did it feel to get a little revenge to a team you lost to earlier this year?
When the buzzer went off, it was just like I was holding the ball, and it just made a lot of, I don't know, it felt really good just to know that we won and just come out, and I don't know, it felt good.
All right, well, congratulations to you both. Stick around. We'll be right back with more postgame from Roger E. Carlson after this. All right.
Batteries and flashlight. Okay, you know what? That guy? Look. Okay, girls at 3 o'clock.
What is he looking at? They're looking at us. What do you think?
Oh, that's so obvious. Captain Obvious has scored again. guys know.
Always rolling his window down.
Hi. Hi.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
And welcome back. I am here with head coach Terry French. Terry, great victory for your team. Your thoughts?
Well, you know, when you've lost 5 or 6 in a row, then any victory is great. But Mounds View's got a great ball club, and we knew we stayed close to them last time and made, you know, we got in a hole early and had to fight back, and we made some mistakes at the end. And tonight we didn't quite play a whole game either, but we played it when we had to down the stretch.
Well, obviously a tale of 2 different games from the previous time you played. You were in a hole 22-9 the first game. You obviously were trailing by 1. What do you tell your team at this situation when you're coming back from a victory or a loss to Mounds View like that in terms of playing them again?
Well, just what they probably already know, that, you know, we're right there. I mean, we had a lot of turnovers in that game, and that's been the big key for us. You know, we eliminate 3 turnovers, that's a different ball game. You know, and we go into the last couple minutes ahead instead of behind, and it changes the whole complexion of things. And today we got up 6 there after letting them get back in throughout the third quarter, and that let us be in charge of things. And it's a lot more fun playing on top than underneath.
Absolutely. Also, too, you know, you're coming into this game. You play a good defense. You're strong under the boards. That's always been a key for you. And the thing that I'm impressed with is you've got a lot of depth, and you're, you know, it's not always the same player who's going to be big for you game to game.
Well, that's true. We just have to get them all there at the same time. And now Kate, unfortunately, turned her ankle again, and she just spends 4 days in rehab and comes back and practices a day, and now plays a day, and she's hurt again. And it's great to see Patty Bredemus back. You talk about depth. I mean, that just helped us a whole lot. When somebody starts to look a little shaky out there, you can go with somebody else and kind of settle things down.
Yeah, and a couple of your players received foul trouble, and you were able to really fight out of that. But that's got to be a little worrisome to you as a couple of your post players get in that trouble.
Well, right. You know, I think I'm more concerned about us, you know, not being in the right spot defensively, not denying on defense, and those are the things that lead up to the fouls. And like one of the fouls Carly got, you know, I told her, you know, you don't turn the ball over there, you don't get that foul. And it's the things that lead up, you know. 95% of the time when you get a foul, there's something you could have done differently 3, 4, 5 seconds earlier where you wouldn't have put yourself in that situation.
Now, speaking of Carly, does she get the green light to take that 3-point play? Is that something that you tell her that's okay to do?
She came over and she said, was that a bad shot to take? I said, no. She said, well, you know, considering time and situation. I said, what part of no don't you understand, Carly? You know, I mean, she's you know, she started out the season 1 for 17 on threes. Now, any coach in his right mind would tell her never to shoot them again, right? But, you know, she's got a good stroke, and, you know, the last couple of games she shot them well. And, I mean, they left her wide open, and she took the shot in rhythm. That's important. She didn't stop, hesitate, think about it. She had the shot. She looked up there, and she took it. And it was close. It hit the rim, gave us a chance at an offensive rebound. And, you know, if we can hit the rim, that's close enough.
Okay, you have Elk River coming up. Let's talk a little about as the season progresses in the conference. What do you talk to your squad about in terms of how you need to play from here on in?
There's just no rest. You know, that's when I first started here, we were in the old North Suburban, and you'd play a real tough team like a Mounds View or a Spring Lake Park was real tough back then. And then you'd have a couple of laughers that you could kind of just coach through and look forward to the next tough game. Here you can't coach through anybody. And we've certainly found that out. We have to be on our game. And Elk River's tough. They're big inside, and yet they run the ball very well. Maybe have one of the best fast breaks around, considering that there are other teams that are quicker, I believe. But they just push the ball up real well, and you know, they have nice athletes, and they're deep. So, you know, we'll do nothing tomorrow. And that's the first time we've done nothing on a Saturday morning in a long time. As far as, you know, the starters are concerned, we have a JV game tomorrow, and so the starters will come and just keep scoring and stuff like that. And we come back in Monday and just remind them what we did at Forest Lake that kept us in that game and what we did tonight that got us the win. We do those things, we're going to be all right.
Okay, Coach, well, good luck to you as the season progresses here, and obviously get your squad healthy. And Joe and I will be right back to wrap things up.
What should you do to stop a friend from driving drunk? Whatever you have to.
Begin!
You're mine.
Chicken. McGruff here. If a bully is bothering you, play it smart and try to talk it out. Or get away and tell an adult.
Well done.
For more tips, write for my new free comic activity book. Play it smart and help take a bite out of crime.
Welcome back to Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse. The Cardinals slipped past the Mounds View Mustangs in certainly a tense game when it came right down to it. The Cardinals, Howie, I don't know, I'm speechless.
You really saw. This is probably one of the most tense games we have done because the lead obviously changed back and forth. We talked about in the fourth period, the Cardinals went on a 9-point run, and then the Mustangs came back and went on a 9-point run. And basically, if it wasn't for that,
actually, an 11-point
11,
run.
You're right, an 11-point run. And, I mean, it's just seesawed back and forth. It was a nail-biter, no doubt about it.
And Carly Allen, it's just tough to sum up how important she was in this game.
Well, obviously one of the questions I asked Coach French was, does she get the green light to go ahead? And she's got the open look. She's going to take the shot, and she made it. And obviously that was a big key point in this game.
16 points, 6 steals. I didn't count how many other things she did on the floor, but she was certainly also an inspirational leader. Let's take a look at the numbers through the game. The Cardinals, of course, with the most important factor, the 3-point victory. Neither team shot very well from the floor. The Cardinals 40%, the Mustangs just 37%, and from 3-point range, an even more dim shooting percentage. The Cardinals 2 of 6 for about 33%, and the Mustangs as well, somewhere right around there with 3 of 11, so a little bit less, about 30%. Rebounds were pretty even. The Cardinals take the edge there with 29-26, and from the free throw line also very, very close. And that's something that I think both coaches are probably a little disappointed in. Neither team shot very well from the free throw line.
Yeah, obviously the game could have swung either way if providing those players hit their free throw shots. And we talk about it all the time, how important it is when you get the free opportunity at the charity stripe to hit those. And I think that's
There's
probably...
There's a reason it's called the charity stripe. If you turn it down, it's tough, makes it a lot tougher to win.
I agree, and I think that's probably one of the biggest things they'll work on in practice. And one of the things for the Cardinals is they've got to get healthy. Kate Stodolka turning her ankle again tonight. That's a big blow to this Cardinal program, and probably she's going to be out for a little bit while, and they're going to have to compensate for that loss.
And also, they're still reeling from the loss of Lisa Juth. Patty Bredemus did look pretty good tonight, but who knows if she's exactly up to 100%. Any way you look at it, this Cardinal team is hurting a little bit.
Absolutely, and whether Patty's 100% or not, she's obviously got to be thrown in there. She has to get back into game shape, and certainly that we'll see that in the games to come.
Well, and good news for the Cardinals is that Chrissy Anderson came in and played some good minutes tonight, looked pretty good. They got players like Alina Olsen who slipped into a starting position tonight that can come in and play a little bit down in the post. And tonight's game was very physical, not an easy challenge to play under the boards against this Mustang team.
Definitely not, and depth is so important to this team. And if you're able to bring somebody in when a player gets down and they can pick up the slack, that is just extremely important.
Well, I don't know about you, Howie, but the voice is gone a little bit. I'm just beat emotionally. Just a great game, and I'm glad I could be a part of it.
Oh, I'm glad I could be a part of it too. And Joe, maybe you need to go home, give that voice a rest for our next telecast.
All right. Well, thank you all for being with us, and there is that next telecast. It's going to be boys basketball next Tuesday from right here at Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse when the Elk River Elks come to try and invade on Cardinal territory. But that'll do it from Roger E. Carlson tonight. We want to thank you all for joining us here at CTN Sports. For the whole crew, for Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young. Good night, everybody.